So there was a few protests on campus that day. There was the original protest against the student body president that I didn't get to join in because I was eating lunch. And then, because the student body president was really racist, the conservatives decided to support her. So they were counter-protesting the original protest.
So basically, we were all kind of out there for a while, just like walking around trying to find the counter protest. Trying to find the protest that the counter protest was countering, basically.
We were walking down that street next to the university center, and we saw a group of conservatives counter protesting against the protests against the student body leadership, and we just thought, if they can protest over something so silly, surely we should be able to protest against something a bit less silly, a bit more serious, such as the heat.
Yeah, it was Chris's idea originally. He jokingly suggested, we should protest how hot it is outside.
I was like, it's kind of hot outside, I'm sweating. It's like, wouldn't it be funny if we made like a counter protest to the counter protest that said like, it's too hot outside?
It came to us as like a joke at first, but then I ran with it. I was like, I can actually organize this. I'll text my roommate, I'll get like a table, and we'll set up an actual stand there.
Walking down campus, I see these two protests going on. I see on the right, these guys, it's a big crowd around them, obviously arguing, doing all sorts of nasty stuff. And then on the left, there are these dudes with this piece of paper yelling about how it's too hot outside. And I go up and I'm thinking, dang, it is too hot outside. This someone can get behind.
Also, I was thinking, what kind of crazy, complicated scheme, joke are they trying to pull off? I kind of like this stuff because it's very dedicated to the bit, to doing things, being active. It's nice.
I didn't expect as many people to show up, definitely. I kind of expected that no one would really show up to the booth and they would just be screaming for 2 hours.
I knew there was going to be something, but I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know they were going to have a table. I didn't know they were going to have signage. I didn't know how substantial this protest was.
When we set up everything, I expected a lot of interaction, because we would be talking to the people passing by, that would lead to a lot of interaction, but I didn't expect as many of them to stay as there were, There are a lot of people that passed by ended up staying for a few minutes or more, like an hour. So pleasant surprise.
I intended to see what was going on, but it looked like it would be fun, so I joined in.
I didn't expect as many people to stick around at the table.
I didn't really know what to expect, but then I think once I got there to the protest and was involved with it about 5 or 10 minutes, I kind of realized that this is worthy of people stopping, because I know that a lot of people don't like having people ask them questions while they're just walking on their daily routine through campus, but this is a very important cause that I think a lot of people will definitely want to share their opinions on, like y'all were asking people to.
During the point where everyone was passing through that area to get to their classes, a lot of people did end up showing up to our booth.
I would say that we were successful from stealing attention away from the conservatives. There were a few points where our crowd was bigger than theirs.
I didn't really see anyone else stopping there. Most of the time people were just interacting with us. So I feel like we were pretty successful.
Which I think is great. One, because less people are going to interact with their ideas, and two, because it was really funny.
But I guess because it's a lighthearted topic, it's not something that you really heavily debate about. It's not a controversial topic. It made a much more easy atmosphere for people to join in, to want to communicate, to express their values, beliefs, ideals. And even if it's about something arguably stupid or meaningless. It's still a fun activity.
In general, I feel like it was just a fun activity to do, and that other protests just happened to be there, so it happened to also just be a good, ethically thing to do, I guess, as well. So I hope there are more in the future.
I want to make an even dumber idea for a protest and then have it more professionally done. Like buy supplies and everything, get professional posters printed.
I would just love to be involved from start to finish. I'll help you set up tables, make signs, what have you, call out people.
But just a really professional version of a dumb idea would be great.
It was enjoyable. It was a good time with my friends. I'd do it again.
Jacob, it's way too fucking hot.